Hey everyone, and welcome to another cast by HD Phoenix and Kelly Milky's. In the bottom left, we have the yellow Protoss Luosan from New Zealand, and in the top right, we have the pink Zerg as Ice from Singapore. This is the second set of matches in the King of Sea League, Singapore versus New Zealand, and it is a competition between the top 8 countries in Sea. And I don't really know too much about Luosan, but you know he has to be really good to make this lineup. But I think let me introduce my co-caster Kelly Milky's, which is going to talk a bit more about Ice.
Hey everybody, you might be seeing a lot of me because I'll be casting a lot of games hopefully with Phoenix. Right here on the top we have Ice, and he's actually a competitive gamer for a really long time. The community has been playing strategy games for really long, and he is actually ranked quite high up in Singapore and SEA. We see an early pylon there going up by New Zealand. So Phoenix, what do you think is going to happen?
Well, this is classy. He's going to put one gateway here, he's going to put another gateway here, or cyber core, and then later on he is going to destroy these back rocks, so this will be his new main base. He might actually go for a forge and gateway and then put 2 cannons here, and is going to deny every single thing that the Zerg can do early game, because roaches and lings, it just doesn't work. And yeah, so we're going to see a very standard opening from Ice. It's going to be 14 poop, 14 gas, and right now from Luosan he is banking that money. Notice he is saving that chrono boost, so we might actually see some early double pressure from. We do see the double pressure. He is going to go for some kind of a double gate work, and I don't know about this. He is using his probe to scout. I don't know where his first probe is already out, so this is actually Miss Micro. This probe should be behind and going back to work, but what do you think, Milky? Do you think this is going to work? He says, yeah. Oops.
Yeah, so, well, you see an early expansion there from Ice, which is really common on this map, because this map's bases are really close to each other, and Phoenix is really amused by his Miss Micro approach.
Yeah, well, I'm at least going to use it to catch a watchtower, but if he wants to use a watchtower, you should get this one. But yeah, that was a little bit of Miss Micro, and more importantly, Ice is going to see this. What?
Yeah, so Ice is complaining a little bit about the organizers there. I think that is about the Lasik Vista competition. Yeah, I know he's a little bit irritating because he kind of like keep messaging you when you're in game, and yeah, he's a little bit pushy. So we see ping Zerg for Ice. Just a little bit of background information. He actually uses ping all the time, even when he was playing the strategy game Dota. It's his favorite color to choose when he's in
Maybe he's gay.
Yeah, well, and.
But do note, there is already very, very early zealots. The spawning pool just finished. He does have 6 Zerglings on the production tab, but I don't know if this is going to work. He has 8 Zerglings, and drones are already coming out. He should be making a spine crawler. There is one spine crawler that is going to be very, very late. The zealots are here already. We have 2 more zealots coming out, and I don't think he is going to be able to stop this. He has 6 Zerglings, another 4, but 10 Zerglings against... this is actually very good positioning. He does take it out. They do completely surround. Maybe he should have waited for the other zealots, but they are going down. Looking on the units tab, we have 7 Zerglings against 2 zealots. It is still very, very close, but this is actually a pretty good opening. Looking at the incomes tab, he is very far ahead. Notice the 17 workers versus 13, because he's basically forcing Ice to only make units. What do you think, Kelly?
Okay, you see the ping going up there, trying to head up, taking out the Zealot. Well, I'm not sure what New Zealand was thinking about, but Ice is definitely going for a fast push here. He's not going to waste his Zerglings. He's parking 2 Zealots there. I have no idea why is he doing that. Probably just trying to stack up on his units. Does he have a Cybernets?
He does. Well, he does have a Cybernet in his core, so he could actually plant the Stalkers back here. But these Zealots are just basically going to stop him from basically hitting the front. And if they back the Zealots to the... if they have their backs to the gateways, only about 3 or 4 Zerglings are going to be able to hit it. He does see the Zerglings hitting the back door, but one Stalker here is going to just deny all that. But more importantly, the damage has already been done. He is ahead in Harvester. Right now, Ice is droning hard, but for right now, he is in the lead. And
so he's just like baiting him to like go between his 2, one on the front, his 2 gateway, baiting him to go in front, his 2 gateway and his background. Well, he's just probably stalling for time while he can tech up in his base. Let's see what he has in his base for the Zerg.
Well, nothing so far. Still on 1 gas and 1 spawning pool. No Roach Warren yet. He is getting the classic early expand. He is probably only going to make drones. Looking on the income tab, we have 26 harvesters for Ice, over 23. But more importantly, Ice is not wasting any of his. He is picking off Zealots whenever he can. And I don't know.
You got a surround right there.
He is getting double gas. So looking at the Protoss, he does have 200 gas. So he should be getting more Stalkers. But you see right now there's a couple openings. He can go for a double Stargate. He can go for a 4-gate. And actually right now I would really like him to see him go double Stargate and Phoenix Harass. Because right now he has 0 anti-air. He doesn't even have a lair yet. Ice is just basically droning hardcore. You can see it in the income tab. Ice is already at 1,100 minerals, over 700. And I think if the Protoss is going to let Ice just hit that for another 3 minutes, he's going to get swarmed. Because once Ice switches from drones to roaches, this Zealot army is going to be completely nullified.
Yeah, Luosan probably doesn't know what is happening in the Zerg base right now. He's probably thinking, is he going Mutalies or is he going roaches? Because obviously, Ice is just harassing and trying to stall time. You're trying to take down the back slope in his own base right now, probably breaking out. I don't think he's gonna attack yet though. What do you think, Phoenix?
I really disagree with this. He shouldn't be breaking down the back doors because he's not ready yet.
Yeah,
he is so not ready. He doesn't have the income.
Really do not think that's a good idea.
And he doesn't have the army. If this goes down, these speedlings are gonna... Oh, actually they're not speedlings. He hasn't got... So what is... I really like this creep highway. Notice the way he's positioning. He is defending. This is going to be able to stay up all the way. There's no way that's going to be broke down. But well, actually no. The Stalkers, if they're here, yeah, he's going to prevent blink Stalkers for sure. But looking at what is 5? Okay, so okay.
He's probably attacking well. Really obviously. He's
I don't mean to.
it.
Yeah, I don't mean to bash Ice, but this is the difference between Hydra and Ice. Notice the positioning of his overlords. They are nowhere close. But this is not even an overlord. This is his closest overlord to his base. If Hydra was playing this game, he had an overlord here, he have an overlord here, and he will peek into the base just to see it. But all the overlords, where are all his overlords? Are they just... Yeah, they're just chilling over here. And I know against a Protoss they can be easily sniped out, but it's only 100 minerals, and it's so worth it. And because of that, because he doesn't know, and he thinks that he is going a 4-gate. There is a 4-gate coming out. He is completely overreacting. Because right now, looking at the armies tab, he only has 20 Zerglings versus 7 Zealots, 3 Stalkers, and 7 Sentries. 7 Sentries is going to completely deny any Zergling push.
Do you think that's going for a hallucination, or...?
No, I think that's just going to use force fields to screw up the roads placement, make sure the Zerglings doesn't get a good surround on his units, and he can actually win this game right now with a proxy pylon coming down.
He does have the warp gate up, right, for the Protoss?
Yeah, he definitely... Yeah, all his...
Is he expanding to the 3rd base? He has a probe right on the top left side.
No, that's a Zergling.
Oh, yeah.
But right now, it's a commanding position. He's probably going to wait for one more warp gate before he goes. These are a lot of Stalkers to deal with. And looking at the armies tab, this has to be GG because, look, there's 25 Zerglings only. And, yeah, while there are 5 Spine Callers here, he's just going to walk to the back door. And he should be actually positioning over here. And he will be able to hold this up. But there are 4 Spine Callers up here. So, Ice is going into heavy macro mode while... going to deny this 4-gate, but I don't know.
What is he saving his money for? Let's see how much.
He could be going Mutalist because look, his macro is really slipping. He's up to 14,000 minerals.
And he has
500 gas. Looking at the production tab, he is getting Mutaling. There are Mutalists on the field, but this is such good static defense.
I think his Spine Caller is pretty worth it. He's not overreacting because he's really trying to tech up, but I'm not really sure about Mutalies playing against the Stalkers. Is he going out for Stargate now?
No. Looking at the production tab, there is no Stargate. Zerg Flyer, Weapon 1 is coming down, and Ground. I really like getting Ground for Zerglings. Ground for a Ground Army, actually, because a lot of times you will transit into Ultralisk. And an Ultralisk without upgraded armor is worthless, like 100% worthless. So, but if you can get like 3 armor for your Zerglings, it makes them a lot more durable. You get Ultralisk, and he is going to go for the surround. He is going to stream into the base. Right now, I should be splitting his Zergling army. He shouldn't be hitting these pylons. This second group needs to go to the natural, while this group engage the main, and he should pull a 3rd group. Yeah, this is really good. The 3rd group will slow down this army, while the rest of the Zerglings do kill probes. Is there more? Yes, perfect play by Ice. He is taking down the worker count. Looking at the income tab, Luosan is down to 30 harvesters over 50, and he shouldn't be bunching up his Zerglings. He should be splitting them up and drawing this immobile Protoss army away. And wonderful play.
I think Luxon just kind of like put himself in the trap right there because he just took away his backdoor and he just got took down by Zergling so easily without even Ice going up for his tech yet. I have no idea what Luxon was thinking of. It's a really, really bad play there by Luxon because he had it.
He had it in the bag.
He gave it away.
He needed a gateway here and a zealot here. Like when you push out, you're always susceptible to Zergling run-bys. And the thing was, Luosan's army was here and he still couldn't stop it. Imagine.
Ice is going into the expansion right now, taking out all the probes with his Brutalies, and that's pretty much a GG right there. That's why he was saving all his money and
all that gas.
Luxon should have just pushed when he had a chance, but I don't know what he was waiting for. He wasn't, really transiting well and see all the stalkers and he's just going for his expansion right now, ignoring and giving out his expansion.
Oh my god.
He's building up massive spine crawlers right there. Let's see how Luxion's react to this.
This is basically saying, okay.
Duck you.
No, he's doing the Gandalf thing. You shall not pass. It's like 9 spike calls. He has Queen's transfusing behind.
And his Brutalities, just picking up all the sentries. I have really, Luxon just probably put himself out there for this. Really, really good play there by Ice. And it's a GG there. And the game goes to Ice. And it's a really, really good game.
Wow, I have to comment on this game because, most of the time when you see pro players, they really, really, really hate static defenses. Like, they really hate static defenses. Like, whoa, what's happening with the camera? Here, let me do. What do you want to see? But yeah, see, most pro players hate static defenses. But what Ice did was he sacrificed. He had a lot of lava. So instead of making Zerglings, which is not very good against a 4-gate, he made a whole bunch of spine crawlers, and then when they engaged, then he sent his Zerglings into the tank for his spine crawlers. And because of that, he was able to mine off 4 gas and get a whole bunch of Mutalisks, and he was just waiting for that run-by. Once he got the run-by, the Protoss was stuck. Either do I attack the base or do I defend?
Don't you agree he was kind of baiting him?
He was definitely baiting him, and because he basically abused the real strength of the Zerg army, which is speed. Protoss, especially Terrans, are very slow on the ground, and if you can react with Mutas, if you can react with Zerglings, you can actually, without any cannons in the base, you can actually do a huge amount of economic harass. But anyways, very unusual game. I've not seen a game with 13 spine crawlers ever. But yeah, that's a really good game. This is HD Phoenix and Kelly Milky signing out. We'll see you in game 2.